The New Year's countdown is his countdown to death. He's paying for a legacy he didn't choose, for fame bought with a promise of his ancestors' blood. I touched him to pull him from this nightmare, but the spirits showed me their sacred contract, their justice. And now I have 10 seconds to midnight to make a choice, shatter the chains of his past, and maybe curse us all. Or offer the spirits a new deal, sealed in my own blood. Every legend demands a price. If you're brave enough to see this payment to the end, subscribe now. And join the hunt! The giant screen in Times Square shows 10 seconds. The roar of the crowd is a physical thing, a wave of sound that shakes the scaffolding Rumi clings to. Down on the stage, Jimmy is a blur of motion, the idol at the peak of his power. His performance is flawless, electric, perfect. And it is killing him. Rumi can see it, not with her eyes, but with the senses that hum beneath her skin. She sees the faint shimmer of energy around the ceremonial African masks his backup dancers wear, the same energy coiling around Himi's limbs like a predator. He spins, a move that makes the crowd lose its mind, and she hears the sickening pop of a knee dislocating. Jimmy doesn't scream. The spirit dancing in his bones turns it into a perfectly pitched ad-lib that sends the fans into a frenzy. Rumi drops from the scaffolding into the chaos behind the stage, her long purple braid whipping behind her. Her yellow K-pop jacket is a flash of lightning in the darkness. She has to get to him. She shoves past a stage hand and bursts into the wings just as Jimmy turns. For a second, his eyes meet hers. They are not his own. They are ancient, cold, and utterly without mercy. The spirit inside him speaks, its voice a chilling, rhythmic whisper under the music. Tick-tock. Goes the clock, pay the blood on the dawn. 9 seconds. Rumi lunges forward, her fingers brushing his arm. The choice is made. She cannot break a sacred vow, but maybe, just maybe, she can shield it. 8 seconds. Rumi pours her own energy, the tightly coiled power of her hunter lineage, into a shield around Jimmy. It's a desperate gamble, a spiritual firewall meant to contain the ritual without breaking the contract. For a heartbeat, it works. The predatory energy recoils. But the spirits are not evil. They are collectors, and they view her interference not as a battle, but as an insult. An attempt to skip out on a bill that is centuries overdue. They don't attack her shield. They just push. 7 seconds. The pressure intensifies. On screen, Himi's body contorts. His shoulder twists at an impossible angle, but he flows into the next move. Then, for a horrifying second, Rumi sees the true nature of the horror. The wind mask on Himi's face seems to soften. It becomes damp and porous, like skin. Its carved edges begin to burrow into his temples, and from the eye slits, a dark, thick resin begins to bleed down his cheeks like tar-black tears. 6 seconds. A crack appears in Rumi's shield. The spirits are simply executing the terms and conditions of their deal, and her shield is a breach of contract. They squeeze. Rumi feels her nose begin to bleed. The strain immense. 5 seconds. Her shield shatters. The backlash of sacred energy doesn't just throw her back. It slams into her blood, into her soul, and yanks her consciousness out of time. She is no longer in Times Square. She is standing in a dusty clearing under a baobab tree. Centuries in the past, she sees Himi's ancestor, desperate and starving. Begging for a chance for his family to be more than forgotten dust, she sees the spirits, shimmering figures of immense power, offering him a deal. Fame, talent, a legacy. And she sees the price. It was never death. It was destiny. A whole lifetime's worth of potential, of glory, of art, all consumed in a single, ecstatic dance of payment. Then the vision twists and the real horror sinks in. There was a third person at that deal. A hunter acting as a guarantor who sealed the pact with his own power. A hunter from her own clan. Her own ancestor. This isn't just Timmy's death. It is her family's failure. The torture on stage is not just a collection. It is a summons. A call for her, the last of the guarantor's line, to fix the mistake. The spirit's voices echo in her mind, a final, damning verdict. Your father's choice, your family's sin, the dance is done. Let us begin. For seconds, she is back in the wings, the stage lights blinding her. She understands now. They don't want to be fought. They want to be paid. And the only currency they will accept is a life's potential. His or hers. 3 seconds. There's no choice left to make. There is only the bill. Rumi vaults onto the stage, a blur of yellow and purple against the flashing lights. Security moves to intercept her, but they are too slow. She doesn't run to Jimmy. She runs to the center of the stage, directly into the focus of the ritual. She pulls a thin, obsidian blade from her boot. 2 seconds, she slices her palm open. Her blood, the blood of the guarantor, sizzles in the air. She screams at them, not in English, not in any human tongue, but in the old language of power and pacts. You want a destiny? Take mine. Take my legacy, the power of my line, the future of the hunt. All of it, take it now. She makes her demand, her final, desperate offer. But you cancel the contract. Not a delay, not a substitution. You free his line, forever. 1 second, the spirits inside them. Masks turn their ancient heads toward her. For a moment that stretches into an eternity, the world holds its breath. They are stunned by her audacity, by her sacrifice. As the clock hits midnight and fireworks explode across the New York sky, they bow their heads. The obsidian masks on the dancers' faces crumble into dust. Jimmy collapses. On the stage, unconscious, but breathing, alive. Rumi stands alone in the center of the stage, the lights bearing down on her. The ancient runes that once glowed faintly on her skin are gone. The hum of power inside her is silent. He was free, and she was just Rumi, the girl who traded forever for a single heartbeat. Rumi paid the price, but was it the right one? Let me know in the comments. Would you break the contract or pay the debt? Use the hashtag Pact of Blood to cast your vote. Share this story, because some debts should never be forgotten.